fifth attempt recording this, so let's hope it works this time. I wanted to do another editing tutorial for you guys. I gave you a link to download my actions, and I never explained the selective sharpening and the frequency separation. Never explained these ones over here. So that's what we're going to go over today. Mostly it's skin is what we're going to be touching on. So I have a picture of myself to demonstrate because I didn't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable as I zoom in really, really close, because that's kind of what happens when you're touching up skin. So the first thing when I'm touching up skin, I create a layer right down here, which you do Command J, so I'll delete that. Command J gives me a layer, and I use two tools over here. There's the spot healing brush tool and the clone stamp tool. Typically I'll start with the spot healing brush. It doesn't always work that well, so then I hit my clone stamp. Spot healing, you just click. So right here I have some mascara flakes. Just click and it's gone. Click on it and it's gone. Right here's some more. So I'll show you. Let's grab that up here. Show you what I do with the clone stamp. You're gonna come down. You're gonna hit Alt and you're gonna clone. You want to clone an area of the skin next to what you want it. So we're gonna get rid of that right there. So clone the area next to it because our lighting's the same, and just touch right over it. Most of this will be able to use the frequency separation on.
Mom, look how small this is.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay. So, sorry, I do my videos while the baby's napping and the kids are having quiet time. So, right here, this is all frequency separation is going to help smooth all of this out. And it'll look a lot better. Let's grab this. Alt, clone that skin, and click right over it. Okay. That's probably... Oh, let's grab that piece right. There's another mascara. I always have mascara flakes. Okay, zoom out. So right over here, I'm gonna hide the layer on off. Can you see those little bumps go on off? Okay. So let's go ahead and flatten the image. So that's what I would do first. Kind of just get the little things like that. And then I come over to frequency separation up here. Push play to run the action. All you do, you're going to hit continue. When it runs, you'll have this pop up, hit continue. This will pop up, leave the radius at 8.5 and just hit OK. And then done. Continue. Okay. So now your action is ready to use. It hasn't, see, to click on and off, it hasn't done anything to the picture yet. So we're going to start with what you do, zooming in real close, you're to my face, that's not awkward at all. Okay, so you're going to come over here to your lasso tool, and this is where you're going to select skin. So I'm going to be selecting a large majority of my skin, because most of it needs to be blurred out. So what the frequency separation does is it's going to blur your skin, but it still leaves some of the texture in there, so it helps make it look a lot more natural. I'm sure you've seen the pictures where the people look like a porcelain doll and it looks completely fake. Yeah, that's not what you want to do. This is why you do frequency separation. So you're going to come up here after you select an area, click filter, go down to blur, and Gaussian blur. So right now my radius is up at 8.5. I feel like we could go up a little bit higher still. You don't want to go too high because then you're going to start looking really, really fake. I think 12 looks pretty good. Let's deselect that. So let's click on and off. See what that does? Doesn't that look so much better? Get rid of all the little lumps. So let's come down and select more skin. Down here on my chin. See, I don't really need to select every inch of my skin because some parts really just look fine because the light is just hitting it right. It's really where it's dark on my skin is where you're trying to see. It's kind of showing the little bumps everywhere. It's not very pretty, but that's just my skin. Okay, so go back to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. I'm going to leave it still at 12 right there. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Yep, we're looking pretty good here. So hit your on off so you can see how much better the skin looks. Let's come over to this side and just do this side really quick. And you can select a large amount of the skin at a time, which really makes it quick, so it's really helpful, especially if you have to edit up a lot of pictures. This side I probably won't go to 12 just because it's already looking pretty good from the lighting. Okay. So that's pretty much all I would touch up on my skin. I probably wouldn't do more than that, but that looks, see how much better that looks? So, I would flatten the image, and then I'm going to show you what the selective sharpening is for. Now, I rarely use selective sharpening, and the only time I really ever use it is if I really want to add definition to something. So typically it would be the eyes. And you have to be really, really careful with this because you do not want alien eyes. So push play on your selective sharpening. That was weird, I don't know what just happened. Okay, so push play. You're gonna come, so what happens is I have this right over here, this little square. You're gonna click, make sure that's clicked. You're gonna grab your brush over here. Make sure you're on white, because if it's black is on top, that means you're just adding the exact same thing over it. It won't add to it. I'm not making any sense. But if I switch, so see, let's see, I'll just go over it, because, oh, don't do that. Okay, let's swap and have black on top. See, nothing's gonna happen. But you just saw what I did when I had the white on top, and it sharpened everything. So we need a much smaller brush, so come up and change the size. And then I'm gonna just go over my eyeballs. So if you wanted to undo a part, so say I went clear down here, whoops, then you can switch back to the black. Or just go edit, step backwards, but you can switch back to the black and go over it and it'll get rid of that. So let's sharpen over my eyes. Okay, so zoom out. So to me, like, my eyes look freakishly fake. So I always lower my opacity a ton on this, like a lot. So right there is pretty good. It just kind of helps my eyes to stand out. We'll zoom in, it might show better. So it makes my eyes a little bit sharper with a little more detail. But you do not want to go crazy. Do not make people look like they have alien eyeballs. That is not the goal. The goal is to keep it still natural, as always. So I hope you guys liked this. This is kind of mostly about skin, but if you have any questions, let me know. And I'll link below the actions again if you didn't download those. Have a good day, guys.